Art is to artists, right? So
Yeah.
what does your art mean to you?
I think my art represents creativity and divinity. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what all art should represent. Like, I think it really, what art means to me is that idea of divinity, because art lives forever, even if you don't. There's immortality and mortality. You know what I'm saying?
Creativity is the key to immortality.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like
Facts.
Max said, he said, write soliloquies that transcend digital. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit will live on forever, even well after we go. You know what I'm saying?
You just want to have people that appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if they don't appreciate it, you express yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life is a battle, and Fela Kuti, he said, music is a weapon. So when they say aggression is terrible, you know, I say even one of the greatest musicians to ever live said that it's a weapon. So use it. Use it
It
as
is a
tool.
weapon.
You know what I mean?
It's used to control everybody now.
Right. And
Because
so-
think about it, the radio only push the
Brainwash.
same type of stuff over and
Brainwash.
over, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they have a certain agenda. They want to keep the stereotype what it is for not only people with minorities, but people, period. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep the sheep. They don't want to see wolves.
And, you know, that's why I say a common goal, what art means to 380, is, you know, an expansion of the mind. And that's why the logo represents a gun in a brain, because it's like we aim to reach the minds through that liberation, you know. Not in like a bad way, because, you know, some people will see the logo and they say that seems like something suicidal, but in the reality, you know, if a suicidal person feels like shooting himself in the head is liberation. For us, it represents that reality is a mental chamber, and that our reality can be what we make it. You know, and even if we have to liberate ourselves, you know, the gun's liberation in the mind is what we are. So we're liberating ourselves by doing our music, and that's what art means to us as 380, is liberation.
Oh.
We 380. Lucy.
I don't fuck with Confederates. Y'all niggas be talking, not take action like predicates. Crackers.
Shout out Lucy Jason. That's my little brother.
Lucid fucking Jason, bro.
It's like fucking 7 of us, but it look like me and JuJu gonna do this interview today. Well, that's fine and dandy, because we can talk a lot. We can go in the snakes.
Niggas dodge the pen anytime they get in
Like,
like it's Black Wall
the reality and consciousness, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, trying to talk about something through like actual expression instead of like forcing it. Like, because I feel like some motherfuckers in this industry, they rather put on a facade than actually speak how they actually feel. You know what I mean? And the whole idea behind 380 is that like there's a gun to the mind and a mind to the gun. So turn it down a little bit. And in our symbology, the gun represents, you know, the rhymes. The mind represents the cerebralness behind the rhymes. And the gun held up to the mind, we basically, you know, catching people off guard with the type of shit we spitting on with such aggression and consciousness. You know, because we tapped in, but at the same time, we still regular niggas. I wouldn't say regular, because that's not true, but
We still mortal.
we still immortal. We still mortal.
Yeah, we still bleed.
We God,
like you.
but we can bleed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Deity type shit.
Yeah.
So like, we just try to display that mortality through the music. You know what I mean? Like, we living through our music, and also seeing others through our music. So 380 is everybody. It ain't just us. You know what I'm saying?
So when y'all was putting this album together, what was the mindset behind it?
I think the mindset we was in was, because it's crazy, because we all met each other at a time when we was all alone, and the community came naturally. Like, one of our first members, TK, shout out TK, he had I was his roommate. I was his roommate at one point, and we started chopping it up, talking about music, started doing some music, and the chemistry was already there. You know what I mean? And then JuJu came along. I met JuJu at a 992, which is an event in Atlanta. And you know, we started doing music, and the chemistry was just naturally there. Like, we didn't force nothing, we didn't try to be a character or nothing. We just sort of came together, and it worked in its place, you know.
I'd
Like,
say the chemistry that we had starting, like, it is unlike any other chemistry I've had, like, with artists I've worked with. Like, we would go in the studio and we'd knock out no less than 3 tracks a night. Like, I wouldn't go home until, you know.
we had 70 tracks.
We had 70 tracks within a month.
1 month. One
Within
fucking month. We had 70 tracks. We probably got like 200 now. 300.
Now in grind mode.
Now
Nah.
we're well over, yeah.
Having them tracks freestyle.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Having them
saying.
tracks freestyle, you know what I mean? So like, we just put the time and the effort in.
Crazy.
You know, it's like motherfuckers so focused on the business but not focused on the chemistry. They want to have that one good song. But real talk, all the greatest had a catalog. Like, my OG told me, like, if you really about this music, motherfuckers will tell you it's about the single. Don't let the business lie to you.
Nah.
It's about your catalog. It's about what you bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Because currency, what you gonna do at $1? Music is currency. What you gonna do at $1? You just got $1 on the paper. When you betting $1 on that, you know, metaphorically, that single, which is that $1. Motherfuckers gonna see a stack and they gonna be like, I'd rather put my money towards that stack than that $1 because it's all you got. You know what I'm saying? So
And it
like,
might be a fire-ass song too. It might be one of the greatest songs ever made, but how far can that one track carry you? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what's some of your favorite songs off the project?
I'm the one for sure. That's just stupid.
one of my favorite tracks, we just played it.
Four Horsemen.
That one's called Four Horsemen.
Four Horsemen.
That song specifically, like, I think the concept around that is like, you know, basically we are comparing ourselves to the Four Horsemen and Lord. And we're talking from our different perspectives in that instance, you know, because the concept itself, the concept of Blessed Art2rtis, which is the name of the album, is, you know, that we have to fight as black men or individuals in this game to be ourselves, you know. And so, like, we consider the heist game a rap, like a heist, a big ass rap game. Like, it's just a heist. So, like, the whole concept is a big ass heist. So, like, when you hear these concepts and when you hear these skits, it sounds like a heist, like we speeding through and getting shit done and then rhyming. Even the production sounds like a massive heist, right? So, like, the whole ideation behind it is that we gonna take what's ours regardless of our adversaries. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be the biggest killer on the block. Motherfuckers be the best rappers, biggest drug dealer. We don't give a fuck about that. We the dopest. We want to be the dopest. You know, and we make that a point, like, through confidence, through our consciousness, through our musicality,
through the story of the project.
Right.
It's telling, like,
right.
Yeah, right. We ran a heist on the motherfucking rap game.
Okay, so talk about the production.
Most of the production is done by 3 people. One of the production is done by a man named Nar. He doesn't live in this country, but he's a YouTube producer, and I learned to respect him through his mutual respect for my music. And his music is good. His beats are very, like, open, dynamic, gritty. It's exactly what my and JuJu sound and vibe. So when we hopped on Nar's production, me and JuJu's chemistry was already there.
That shit.
Then my little bro Lucid, he made some of the beats on the project, you know, and it's very fluid, you know what I'm saying? Very ambient. There's not just aggression, you know, because we're multi-dimensional people. There's not just aggression on the album. There's also reality. There's understanding. There's consciousness, like I said. There's acceptance. There's experience.
Love.
Another one of our producers is Pigeon. Pigeon is a dope. Shout out my boy Pigeon, you know what I mean? Can't be here today either. But he's a dope ass production. He did one of our favorite tracks on this project called I Am the One. And then we have our boy K the Great. He did this track. This one's called 2005. And this one's about, like, you know, it's basically about, you know, since we were young, we've been on this type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And we all came together and established that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, because I mean, when I've seen you perform in the past, I almost got the camera broke a couple times. I was like, whoa. I didn't know like your style was like that. I was like, damn, let me go to the side.
So
So you have a lot of energy on you know, on the stage or whatever, your stage presence is
Yeah.
definitely out there or
And
whatever.
it's only gotten better, man. Like our first show was crazy. We got some production from my brother that passed away, RP, my nigga Yami. He did one of the tracks on here called Neo Black Panther.
Oh, that's a powerful
It's a very pivotal song. It's like an anthem for millennial black men.
That song is crazy.
Spit a few bars from it.
I say in the hook, I say, play that shit. Play that shit. So I say in the hook, I say, what the fuck? Like, I'm talking to, you know, the non-melanated being. I'm saying shit like, what the fuck is wrong, little boy? I see that fear upon your face. Took a whole damn bottle, now I can't feel my legs. Asian girl, but I won't wipe her. I just fuck her face, bitch. Jesus is black, so put black diamonds on my chain. And it's like, we already know in most black anthems, it's so censored, it's always about black pain. So when I made Neo Black Panthers, I made this one about black aggression. Because everything I said in the hook or even in the verses, I say something like, been off Dr. Fat Time, we the black guys, I've been feeling like I'm Paco, past 26 with a caution, keep it on me if it's reckless, bitch, I'm coming on a bike, yay, little slug, yay, had a fate like Kanye, hit this dome with the saw blade, at your neck like my curse mark, it's a knife, yeah, got your soul for a notch in, it ain't cost shit like you bought us, bloodbath on your carpet, so I'm saying like, just like how they auctioned us, I want whatever y'all got, you know what I'm saying, so like it's so much, even though when you hear it, it's a lot of aggression, but it has so much depth into it. It sounds like a turn-up song, but if you hear the lyrics, it's deeper than that. Go ahead and run it, and you know we'll get back to the lineup after that. But that's definitely a highlight on the album. JuJu said that's one of his favorite songs. We can just turn it up.
I ain't even on this one, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna
go ahead.
douse the
Turn that
crowd
shit
in
up, turn that shit
motherfucking
up.
40, bro.
What the fuck is wrong, little boy? I see that fear boy in your face. Took the whole damn bottle, bitch. Now I can feel my legs. Asian girl, but I don't want her. I just fuck her face. Bitch, Jesus was black, so put black diamonds on my chain. What the fuck is wrong, little boy? I see that fear boy in your face.
Took a whole damn bottle, bitch. Now I can feel my legs. Asian girl, but I won't wipe her, huh? I just fuck her face, bitch. Jesus was black, so put black diamonds on my chain. This is TK on the second, on the first verse. We switch up on this song. It's like two black men that had to go through adversity, and that's what I say with like black anger. It's like not talked about in our generation. So like this whole song is about we the new Black Panthers because we still stand for our people, but like the experience we had to go through, we had to be uncensored. You know what I'm saying?
Hit him with the missile, see me blow the whistle.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
motherfucking pedal, you don't like gelato, pull out a Serato,
hospital tomorrow, I was riding water, 300 like Sparta, I thought you got caught up. Yeah, nigga, we was jumping bodies, but love big body, nothing about it. Bitch got it shoddy, secret been shoddy, my two in the body, and walking the lobby, screaming fuck 12, them niggas can't stop me, you know, lean on me, walking like zombies.
What the fuck is wrong, little boy? I see that fear boy in your face.
Because what motherfuckers don't understand is that punk music was invented by black folks. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I was watching this documentary and I think they said it was like 60s or 70s.
Yeah, that
punk rap, yeah.
Punk music was invented by black folks.
Bro, honestly, pretty much everything. Like blues, jazz, there's the basics of it. There's a lot of blues and jazz are like the basics of like a lot of music that we listen to today. I mean, through blues you get rock and roll, which leads into like heavy metal, punk, all that shit, and then through jazz you kind of get like you can even see pop music come out of jazz, and kind of like where we're at with that, but also like R&B, rhythm and blues, all that shit. So like if you really trace it back, it all like Elvis fucking learned how to play by sitting outside of black churches. That's where he got sold. You know what I'm saying? So like it all kind of started from that, like blues and jazz music. But
all this to say to all you motherfuckers saying that rock is not black music, you're wrong. It's wrong. It's not a fact. Even black folks, if you saying rock is not a black genre, you are wrong. You're hearing it from a white man. Well, you're not white, but you like a non-melanated being is sitting here telling you that black music is universal. So when motherfuckers hear art, you know, motherfuckers be scared when they hear music like this because they're like, oh, it's so much screaming, it's so much aggression. But it's like, why isn't black rage exhibited? It needs to be exhibited more because we live in a society where black rage is tamed by, you know, fear. You know, it's like we're scared of the police, we scared of other black folk, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like if that rage is not being shown, people won't know that there's so much multi dimensions to black folk. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause even now they think black folk just get high, smoke, shoot, and fuck. You know,
it's
we
so
just we
stereotype,
deeper than
bro.
that. We deeper than that. You know what I'm saying?
It's so stereotyped. Like, it's jaded now. Like,
You can run it back.
Us- us is
Play
like,
that Iron One.
it's next.
Okay, so what type of show would people get when they come to see y'all?
You can answer that question, James.
It's gonna be like hell opened up to the fucking floors.
Not hell.
Hell,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of heaven, a little bit of hell, but it's the duality of it. You know what I'm saying? That I think that we paint the prettiest picture. You know what I'm saying? Like we can show you the dark side, but we bring you to the light
I'm a maniacal nigga.
as well. You feel me?
Rational one.
So it's kind of like it's good and evil, yin and yang. Like
I ain't the one.
it's
right.
peace and war. You know what I'm saying? It's all of it.
Y'all right.
Right.
Like what more could you want? It's
Right,
an
because
experience.
even with this song right here, it's a very I Am the One. It's a very motivation. It's a hopeful motivation song. Shout out Pigeon for the production.
Pigeon crazy on the production on this.
This one is like it's about overcoming adversity. You know, when we say I am the one, it's an affirmation. Like we're here. We are the ones. We're in our own universe, living our own lives, and we persevere through what we've been through. You know what I'm saying? So like, even from that point of view, this music was fought for. It wasn't bought. It wasn't
That's how every
regular.
Yeah.
You know, it was something that would naturally happen.
And that's kind of created. Like it wasn't even that, like we meant to create it. It just kind of came out of.
Yeah, because we didn't. I wouldn't say me and JuJu went into this whole idea of 380 like we're going to be doing shit forever. Because I believe like this shit started off as like a let's see how it goes type shit. And you know how it's like a relationship, you know what I mean? It's like let's see how it goes type shit. And if it go the right way, then that's what it is. And it just went the right way and it's consistently gone the right way. And the universe does that for a reason.
But like we also didn't force shit. Like that was
We put
what's
this
so-
project out
This project was done within a month.
a month.
Like this whole 100, like an hour and 20 minutes worth of content within a month. Like I'm gonna be honest with y'all, tell y'all a little something. We got volume 2 and volume 3 already in the motherfucking bag. You know what I'm saying?
So
I mean
are-
volume 3 and 4. Yeah.
So are y'all trying to put together like a tour? What you trying to do? Because I mean the summer's here.
I mean,
It's hot.
little some. We got some options.
We
We
trying
trying to set up.
we trying to play the, it's like I said, we trying to play the game. Like
Yeah,
it's a heist, so we doing everything tactically. You know, Ocean's 12 type shit. Like
Yeah, exactly.
with the marketing,
Promotion.
we gonna put some time into touring most definitely.
Yeah.
I think our tour more than likely late summer.
Southern East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah, late summer.
Type tour.
We got some shows coming next month that we're putting together. We're putting it together.
Shout out to Basement. Shout out my boy Kev.
Yeah,
July
yeah.
10th. Y'all mark your calendars.
Shout out local
bro.
bastards too.
Yeah, local
because
bastards. My boy Ed too.
Because we-
July 10th, man.
We're a community.
Yeah.
We're a community. We're a universal community. We not just Atlanta. And the thing is, what people get confused is that they think they gotta be so known in their city, but like, it's not true. You can expand. There's a world greater than this, and we make that a point. Like, I think our biggest thing is
I am the one.
getting out of this,
I'm a maniacal nigga.
because I feel like the thing that happens to most people get trapped in the idea that they have
I am
to
the one.
get somewhere where they came from, but that's not necessarily true. I think if you have a passion and or an idea of what manifestation looks like, you'll understand that your path can differentiate. And there's so many different paths.
Really, you're your captain of your own ship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you get to choose where you want to go, what land you want to hit, or if you just want to sail. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what's beautiful to me about life so far. Like, I come from a small town, South Carolina. And in that small town, a lot of people had like the same mentality. And I've traveled now. Like I lived outside DC. I'm in the A now. But like one thing that I've seen is that a lot of local people still have a local mindset, and that's what they get caught in. That's what I had to escape from. You feel me? So like, it's been a beautiful journey, it's a beautiful place we at now. And I'm excited to see what like picture is getting painted. Right now we just at the corner of the canvas. You know what I'm saying?
So where do you feel like your where your creativity stems from?
Like my creativity stems from me not being able to communicate how I feel to other people. Like just like talking. Like I don't know why I ball everything up and it just tends to overflow when I touch a mic. So that's like it's kind of my escape. It's my own little dream world. It's my little Neverland I'm creating.
Like a great relief.
Yeah. It's therapy. It's truly therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? I can honestly say music is my heart, and these hoes come second.
What about you?
I'm a lover boy, but in that same instance, that doesn't mean I don't have boundaries. And in that aspect, I say that because my creativity comes from. I think I've always been creative. Like, despite my experiences, like my mom said when I was like 6 months old, she gave me a crayon, and I started writing on a sheet of paper. Like and started drawing. I didn't know what I was doing, but she said it seemed like I knew what I was doing. And I think ever since then I've just naturally been creative, but I didn't know what avenue I wanted to take because I did so much shit. I wanted to be so many different things. Unfortunately for the black man, a lot of circumstances don't allow you to be certain things. And I came from one of the dirtiest cities in Atlanta. I come from Motorcrest Road, East Atlanta. So like in that aspect, I already was dealt a very ugly hand. So my creativity had to stand out among other people. Like, and I won't say among other people because everybody is everybody. I just want to be creative. Like, it's not about me being the greatest, even or about being the dopest. It's about having my own creativity and setting a standard for these other black men, because I feel like a lot of us don't stand in our power, but we say our power comes from money, sex drive, motherfucking how we do these things, even how good of a rapper we are. But none of that fucking matters, because at the end of the day, we're all fucking mortals. Like, we're all gonna die. We could all die in any fucking way. Like, a fucking bee could or a spider could sting me right now and I'll fucking start seizing in the middle of this interview. So my whole idea is like, no, I want to be creative for as long as I'm on this planet. I don't care if I die at 33 or some shit. You know, I'm going to be here to exhibit some type of message that's going to help other people and even help myself, because I feel like my music is therapeutic for other people and for myself. Like, I had a young man approach me a couple years ago and was talking about how his mom didn't want me listening to him because I was racist. I'm not racist. I just say facts. You know what I'm saying? We're abused, we're oppressed, and I make that a fact in our music. Regardless, I don't want to see us oppressed no more. So I make it a point to try to say to our younger black men and young black men that are my age, like, no, we're oppressed. Don't fuck with me, dog, I stay strapped. Hey, motherfucker, tiptoe, where he stay at? Feel like Will don't get Chris bitch slapped. Feel like Will don't get Chris bitch slapped.
Fresh Prince got you bitch slapped. How he did that? Got the gift wrap. Bitch, he been clap, click clap. This is real rap. Go tit for tat any day of the week. Grab a holy heater to heal the weak. Couple freaks fucking tweaking, blood leaking through the cracks of the floorboard. I'm more annoyed as the fucking warlord. I'm Sigmund Freud, minding my cosmos. Chicanos hop in the Bronco. Oye, vamos. Grab a poncho, raining blood, fucking make the streets flood, muddy, murky water. Pray to the Father before I slaughter. I got you. You and your partner too. Cook him up in a forbidden stew. Face the oracle, your time is due. This the devil's brew. Injure crew, then I come for you. Time for a show. Shit, I guess it's my cue. Left him leaking in his shoes. Turn them white J's to red and blue. Yo,
Don't fuck with me,
dog, I stay strapped. Motherfucker.
tiptoe.
Where you stay at? Yo.
Feel like Will don't get Chris bitch slapped. Feel like Will don't get Chris bitch slapped. A couple of guys, they were up to no good. Started spraying shots around my neighborhood. I got in one little scuffle, them niggas started shooting, and now I'm rapping with the talents out. Burn a flag, then stomp it out. Real rap with that contraband. Put that flower in my hands. Give me all that Sam I am, the dapper damn from circumstances or dirty dances. Had to wash my hands when I would move around. Be around my squad, I gotta see what you be rapping about. Man, I peeled up off his cloud, his blanket couldn't stop the tackle. Matadors all red, I see through canopies. I'm lurking free, these similes ain't similes, ain't matching me. Might match a team, my masterpiece ain't painted yet. Better slay the track on my dialect. Wolves in the better pass the torch. I know that we missed the chance. Apocalypse, I touched the lips and kissed with death from barrel blow. Then I came, started who shot the road. Check the Oscars, imposters, foot lockers, spread them hot things, seen them bar. So this arcade that we thrive is just a soiree. For the death of all MCs who PG flawlessly, days of foreign language. Got more patience than a dead shoulder. When they find their body, you know they'll bless them. Even if it's for a second, who been truly knacking 11s? I don't see no hip in the room. But the one with the pimp juice, that crunk shit, Lil John shit. Let's be honest, you are godless. Let's be lawless, let's move cautious. One's got karma, don't get upstage. Get clap, you gon' hear the shell lead the barrel, huh? Get your wig snatched, niggas funny, huh? Acting like Will Ferrell, huh? And his hoes gon' sing his track, huh? Just like the Christmas Carol, huh? Took his chain, won't get it back, now he not in the field, no. We was jugging, robbing, had them niggas running out the bill. Not a drug addict, if you try it, get popped like a pill. They try to write my narrative, not knowing how I feel. Dying in my dream, realizing this shit is not real. Adderall kept me up, niggas try to set me up, but I keep the semi-tuck. Niggas pussy, you get fucked. Up the fire, you better duck. You get tracked and zip you up. You get shipped off UPS, your bitch a groupie, sum me up. Don't fuck with me, dog, I stay strapped, yo. Tiptoe, where you stay at? Feel like Will don't get Chris bitch slapped. Feel like Will don't get Chris bitch slapped.